Okay, and welcome to another edition of Gale Force Wins. This is the Force-8-Home-Towners. We are so happy to be on board HMCS Montreal right here in the Mediterranean, and we have the executive officer of the ship, April. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm April Blackwood. I'm XO on board Montreal, and I've been here since about August last summer.
Okay, April, this is a very cool job you have. Tell me where you're from.
I'm from St. John's, Newfoundland.
What were your big influencers growing up, your big motivators to join the Navy?
Well, I was a cadet, and I kind of thought it'd be pretty cool to go to Royal Military College, and so I applied for that. I had no idea I was joining the Navy. I thought I was going to join the Army, but that didn't work out, so here I am.
What cadet corps were you with?
I was with 2515, St. John's Army Cadet Corps.
So you were with an Army Cadet Corps and you decided to join the Navy. What was that decision like?
Less of a decision, more of it happened to me.
Right.
I actually tried to join as an Army officer, but I didn't get picked up for that, so I said, well, how about you become a Mars officer?
Right.
So that's what I did, which they've now called Naval Warfare Officer since I'm
Tell us a little bit about being a Naval Warfare Officer.
Oh, like a history?
Well, no, what do you do?
On board, I'm the XO, which means I'm second in command.
Right.
It means a lot of different things. You're in charge of everyone except for the CO.
Right.
You run the day-to-day activities in the ship. You're also the second in command, and so you support the captain that way.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty big job. Jerry, what do you think?
Well, you know, it's interesting, and I am going to introduce something that we found out just before we started recording. I actually worked with your mom.
That's
so
right.
did Alan.
Yeah.
I can tell you something. She must be incredibly proud of you, because I'm proud of you for what you're doing here. And to find out with a few minutes to go before we start recording that your mom is who she is, it's I love what we're doing here. And hello, Mom.
Well, that's why we're doing this, April, is so that we can reach back into the communities in Canada. And Jerry, you're right. It's a pretty impactful thing when we are able to speak to the sons and daughters of people that we've worked with in the past that were in the Navy. Debbie did a tremendous amount for the Navy. There's no doubt about it. She was a civilian employee, but she added a tremendous amount to our Navy. So you must be pretty proud of your mom as well.
I think she's pretty happy to be retired too.
There you go. That's good.
Well, you know, we are so excited to do this. Our commute was a little longer than what it's been in the last 2 years. You know, you guys bring the office with you. We didn't do that.
What high school did you go to, April?
I went to Holy Heart High School.
Holy Heart, right in St. John's.
St. John's.
What would you tell yourself right now if you were walking into the recruiting center in St. John's?
I'd probably think, you have no idea what you're in for.
Yeah, in a good way?
Yeah, of course in a good way, or you wouldn't be doing it.
Absolutely. Listen, what would you like to say to some of your friends and family back home?
That's a good question. They always just ask, hey, where are you now? And I usually say, I can't tell you right now. I'll tell you when I'm there. So right now I'm currently in Studa Bay, Crete, which I can tell you now.
That's fantastic. Jerry, what are your thoughts?
Well, again, you know, it's such a privilege to be invited on board this ship and to find out that, you know, your mom is Debbie Blackwood, and here we are in Studa Bay, Crete, Alan. Thank you, XO, for everything you're doing. We really appreciate everything that you and this entire team behind you are doing.
Well, another great edition of Gale Force Wins, the Force 8 Hometown edition, and what a privilege it is to be on board HMCS Montreal. I too like to leave the podcast with my own piece of advice, and quite frankly, that is the world needs more HMCS Montreal, and Canada needs more April Blackwood. So thank you very much, April.
Thanks very much. Have a great day.
Cheers.